Hey guys, we have a great advanced training program for you. We've got 6 advanced drills. So check it out, watch the whole video, and then if you want to download it, make sure you click that link below and follow the link so that you can find out how to download these drills for yourself. Check it out. We're going to start with drill number 1. Drill number 1 is forehand warm-up. So it's going to give Coach Chance balls anywhere in that forehand side. We're going to set it at 70 balls per minute, and it's going to give random to the forehand, and he's looping all these balls just cross court. You can notice that the balls are being thrown anywhere in the forehand side. So he needs to move both feet into position and then hit strong loops deep to the forehand. Now, one thing that's important with robot training is that we be able to be adjustable with our distance, being able to play very close, being able to play a little bit top of the bounce, and to be able to play the ball late. Now, how do you know how to set the drills? Okay, it depends on 3 factors: how close you are, how close the opponent is, and then how fast you hit. So 70 balls a minute is pretty much like game timing if Chance and the opponent are close. Now, if Chance takes a mini step back and he's playing this timing, it would look like more like 60 balls a minute. So how are we going to adjust that? Go to BPM here at the bottom. We're going to set it for 60, and he's going to do the exact same forehand warm-up. This will give a completely different feel, and that's what you really need. You need to develop a strong game, but it needs to be adjustable based on the type of opponent you're playing, and then also based on the tactics that are needed to beat that opponent. Excellent, excellent. Now we're going to reverse it, so we're going to hit mirror. We're going to do exactly the same with backhand. Okay, so he's going to do his first few backhands from close to the table, and then we'll reset it for backhand far. So close to the table, 70 balls per minute. And then we're going to turn it off, and we're going to do the same one. We're going to do backhand further from the table at 60 balls per minute. Excellent, Chance. And one thing you're going to learn from us today is that you need to make sure that you keep adjusting the drills so you're constantly being challenged. So maybe you do a drill like 2 backhands, 2 forehands, do it at 70 balls a minute and do it close. Then adjust it. Maybe go back a little bit further and do 55 balls a minute. So you're constantly being challenged. You don't want to become a robot yourself. You want to be intentional as far as being adjustable with your distance, adjustable for where you're hitting, and adjustable as far as your speed goes. This next drill is going to be a footwork drill. So this is drill number 2 we're going to. Drill number 2 is going to go backhand, middle, backhand, forehand. Why don't we do some shadow strokes before we start here? Backhand, middle, backhand, forehand. Okay, and you notice that he's making small movements even from backhand to middle and middle to backhand. So backhand, middle, backhand, forehand. We're going to just click drill number 2. We can hit the edit here. We're going to run it at 70 balls per minute. Showtime. Backhand, middle, backhand, forehand, backhand, middle, backhand, forehand, backhand, middle, backhand, forehand. Excellent, excellent. Now, one thing that we talk about quite often on the Pong YouTube channel here is about being intentional where you're hitting to. The best players in the world, they'll push here, they'll flip here, they'll loop here, they'll loop here, they'll kind of loop here. Every shot has an intention. So for this drill, I want him to play backhand, middle, backhand, all these balls deep to the backhand. And then this forehand, I want you to hit cross court. Now, how wide is wide enough? Well, if he was hitting from the backhand, it would be kind of just deep to this corner. But since he's hitting from here, I want to see how wide he can possibly hit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a target, and I'm going to put a target on the table right over here. And we'll see within a minute if he's able to hit the target or possibly go even wider than the target. Here we go. Backhand, middle, backhand, forehand with being intentional on the location. To the backhand, to the backhand, to the backhand, and wide. Whoa! First try. Ladies and gentlemen, Chance Friend. Get that bottle out of there. He's nailing it every time. Excellent. Hey, look at that. 3 for 3. I like it. Excellent. Backhand, middle, backhand, forehand. Good. So people ask me all the time, should I be doing more systematic drills or should I be doing more random drills? The real answer is there's value in both. With a systematic drill like backhand, middle, backhand, forehand, you can really find good positioning with the feet and you can really find good weight transfer. So go ahead and do backhand, middle, backhand, forehand, backhand, middle, backhand, forehand. So no matter what your level is, you should do some systematic drills just so you can feel that transfer of energy and you can feel a strong quality shot. However, if you just do systematic and you never challenge yourself with random, you're probably not prepared for an actual match. So this next drill is really going to be challenging because he doesn't know where the ball is going. So for this next drill, it's drill number 3. It's going to be to the backhand or the middle. Backhand or the middle. Let's see him adjust. Here we go. Backhand or middle. Excellent. That's great. Next drill is drill number 4. And this one is going to give balls random anywhere in this 70% here. So he has to adjust and then loop all these balls. And we're going to play all these balls here deep to the backhand. Okay. So is it possible to hit wider? Yeah, kind of. From the middle zone, he can play a little bit of an angle here. From there, he's going to play here. So most of the balls are going to be deep here. But sometimes if he finds good position from the middle, he's going to go wider. Okay? If he's jammed in the middle and he's surprised and he's just struggling just to get it on, he's not going to try for any kind of crazy angle. He's just going to go here. But if he has good positioning, then he's going to play slightly wider on this one. So random anywhere in that forehand 70%. Showtime. Excellent. Now, I get a lot of feedback from robot users worldwide. A lot of people tell me, Samson, when I do a drill like this, I really feel that it's too difficult for me. Okay, so what I tell them is slow it down, do fewer balls per minute. Instead of 60 balls a minute, maybe we can do 50 or maybe we can do 40. But you do need to introduce random fairly early in your training. If you've been training with the robot for 2, 3, 4 years, you haven't done random, then you're probably getting too set. So to be able to challenge yourself with random is good. If Coach Chance does this and his technique breaks down, it's okay to simplify it and get your stroke back with one ball in one position and then to be able to expand it. Okay, we're going to do this one more time. He's going to adjust to the incoming ball, and I want him to loop one to the backhand, one to the forehand. So is he going to work on placement or adjustability? Most of his focus is going to be on adjustability, and he's going to target. But most of his focus needs to be on adjusting to the incoming ball. Excellent, excellent. Now for our 5th drill, which is the most challenging drill of Advanced Training Program 1, is going to be full table random. Now, not only is this full table random, but it's quite wide. See how wide I have the balls? If it's too wide and you feel like, man, I can't do it, you can even clump the balls together a little bit closer. We have 55 balls a minute, full table random, and showtime. Excellent. Now, the number one question people ask in regards to drills like this is, how do I know when the balls per minute is too fast, or how do I know when it's too slow? Well, there's a number of factors. The one is you want to make sure that you still have enough time to get in good position, be balanced in good position, and feel the weight transfer. The other thing is the end result should be that you're hitting the ball on the table a fairly high percentage of the time. A lot of people will do a drill like this, and at the end of the drill, they'll come over to me on a FaceTime call, and I'll say, how did you do? They say, oh, I'm playing real good today. I said, then why was it that only 40% of the balls landed and you missed 60%? So what I tell them is, we're going to keep track, and you're going to tell me how many you made. Okay, so we're going to do 20 balls, and if Coach Chance can land 80%, which is 16 out of 20, then we can make it a little bit faster. If he doesn't land 16 out of 20, guess what? We'll maintain, or we'll make it a little bit slower. Here we go, Chance. 20 balls, full table random. 1 for 1, 2 for 2, 3 for 3, 4 for 4, 5 for 5, 6 for 6, 7 for 7, 8 for 8, 9 for 9, 10 for 10, 11 for 11, 12 for 12, 13 for 13, 14 for 14, 15 for 15, 16 for 16, 17 for 17, 18 for 18, 19 for 19, and 20 for 20. Good job. 21 for 21. So what can we do? We could maintain the same, or we could bump it up as far as balls per minute. But the main thing is that he was disciplined in his movement, and he was still able to maintain his stroke even on random. Now, our final drill for this session is going to be some side spin lobs. Now, these are not sky-high lobs. These are not lobs that are going 30 feet in the air. This is that maybe you hit the ball kind of maybe a low shot, and they reach under the table and they give a little bit of side spin, and the ball comes up and it jumps to one side or it jumps to the other side. So what does Coach Chance have to do? He needs to be adjustable with his racket in front. He needs to be able to move his feet in position and then loop the ball to a good location. With forehand, yes, absolutely. Now, I don't like to talk about bad things, but I'm going to mention one really bad thing. A lot of people, they're in the heat of the battle, they're working the point, they got a long rally going, and then all of a sudden they get a high ball, and they bring out their closer, and they just smash the ball, and it ends up going out. So what do you need to be able to do? Find good position, and then loop with good spin. Realize that it's him that's in position, it's him that's in trouble, not you. So I want you to loop at about 60% speed. Don't feel that you have to overhit on these balls. The priority here is the positioning. So it's going to go curve either direction. Side spin curving to the backhand, or side spin curving to the forehand. Coach Chance has to stay neutral, get in good position, and then drive through it. Good. The thing that he's doing really well is he's staying low. Weight is on his toes. He's leaning forward, and then he's moving both feet into position to be able to hit the strong shot. Now, one of the questions that people ask is, where should they hit to? So there's different places you could smash to. If your opponent is close to the table and you're hitting from the middle, sometimes directly to the middle is a good spot. The further back he gets from the table, the more the wide angles are important, and especially to the wide backhand, because the chances of him counter smashing or kind of looping is not quite as much. So it's going to give you the same ball, and I want you to loop all the balls deep to the backhand. Final 15 balls of the day. Here we go. 1 for 1, 2 for 2, 3 for 3, 4 for 4, 5 for 5, 6 for 6, 7 for 7, 8 for 8, 9 for 9, 10 for 10, 11 for 11, 12 for 12, 13 for 13, 14 for 14, and 15 for 15. Good work.